All right, guys, welcome to tonight's team call. We're excited to have you guys on tonight. Lots going on, and excited that we can be here with you guys and doing it. So, first, we're going to just a quick little announcement. We're going to talk about the Work Hard, Play Hard award that we talked about last week. It's going to just be awesome with what we're doing as the Diamond Dash is going in effect. So, what we're doing, every two coaches, we're going to do a pretty cool prize. I think we said, like, I don't know, $50 gift certificate to Cheesecake Factory or something for this month. I think we were talking about. So that's going to be the prize this month. If you guys don't like Cheesecake Factory, you can just give it to us. It's cool. But we love Cheesecake Factory. So what it takes to be in this is every two coaches you sign, you're going to get your name put into the drawing, and then we're just going to draw from a hat. So if you get 8 coaches this month, you get 4 names into the drawing, and it's totally luck of the draw. Maybe we'll have one of the kids pull it or something, but it's going to be something we're going to do just to kind of just keep a little excitement for and reward the people that are building their business and their team. So that was a little bit about that. But here, I'm going to actually share my screen, and I'm going to play a few clips from this video. If you guys like to see the whole thing, I can share it on the team page. That's Tommy Migrant doing something very similar like that we're doing with the Diamond Dash. And he talks about, I'll just play it for you. So I'm going to share the screen real quick. Where's that at? Share screen. Oh. All right. You guys hear it?
No.
Talking about fitness and putting the fitness out there and doing that, but we don't ever get the light as to just asking if they've ever been interested in coaching, right? And putting coaching out there. So what this is
Hey, you guys can't hear this at all?
Nope, can't hear it at all.
Oh my gosh.
Really? Okay, I'll share the video on the team page, but oh, that's so funny. We're sitting here watching it, and you guys are just looking at us.
Well, I didn't want to be the only one because my screen keeps going blank. So I'm like, maybe it's my phone. And I was like, maybe I should just text you just in case.
No, I'm glad you text.
I thought Nate said something, but then I would have thought you guys would have said something. Let me get out of this. That's funny. Well, so basically, his story is that he was talking about how he's a high school coach, and he goes in Bellevue, Ohio. They would go and sell these little gold cards, and they would take these 16-year-old kids that have only been in the fields of corn and cornfields and driving tractors and playing football. That's all they did their whole life. They never sold anything, and they would take these kids and they would go have them sell these gold cards for their football so they can have new equipment or whatever. And we all did that when we were in sports. So he was talking about how they can get 16-year-old kids to they're afraid, they don't know how to do it. You just give them a simple line to do it, and how you can get these kids to be unafraid to go and approach people. And they would do these blasts where they would just canvass the whole area, and they would just ask, hey, I'm from the football team. We're looking for new equipment or safer equipment. Would you buy one of these? And they would sell crazy. So what he was saying is, if we can teach people, these 16-year-old kids, to do this and get past their fears, why can't we do this as Beachbody coaches? And he's going to get into talking about, for this blitz time, like everybody is like nobody. You can't prejudge anybody. You just offer to them. And I was talking to another coach about that today. I said, don't prejudge them, because I was talking to her, this one coach's friend, and she was never even brought the business opportunity up to her before, and it's like her best friend. And I said, hey, did you ever talk to her about it? She's like, no. I'm like, why not? Like, we have to open our mouths, and this is like everybody is a candidate really to talk to. So that was where he kind of was going with that. And I love Tommy's energy and he's just a really great guy. So that was what I was part of that video. I'll post it. It's only about 30 minutes long, and it doesn't apply to everything of the video doesn't apply because they're doing their own like Diamond Dash. But I just thought it was really relevant, and I listened to it today. I was like, hey, I'm going to share this with you guys real quick. So I talked about tonight in the team call what we were going to do, and I don't remember what I said. Let me check my message here. What did I say? What was the other thing I was going to talk about?
What are you going to talk about the challenge?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I guess update or news, challenge packs that are on sale this month. They extended the challenge packs from last month. So that's Pio is $140. Pio with the Kickstart is $180, I believe. And then
Body Beast is on sale too.
Yeah. And then they have the Ultimate Reset. All of them from last month, they extended. And then the new one is Body Beast is on sale for $140. And what was the other one? Was that it?
I don't know.
Insanity Max 3.
Max 30, you're
there
right.
you go.
We have Insanity Max 3. Yeah.
And then they also had with the 3-day refresh.
Kickstart. Right. Okay.
Right. Was 140 and 180? Was that
I
it?
think it was 160 and 180, right, Becky?
Maybe 200. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, the regular Insanity Max is 180, and then
220.
the Kickstart is 220.
Okay.
So let's go over some questions. Now, all of us right here are in the Diamond Dash. Let's and then we're going to go over some invite process that we're kind of been using. And so Becky, what kind of questions do you have? What can we help you with?
Well, I'm a little bit behind because I'm working 6 days straight. So we have that bubble worksheet.
Yeah.
Well, I don't personally have the bubble worksheet. So where do I find the bubble worksheet?
So it's in that team page under files. There's the PDF printed out better. But yeah, so the bubble sheet here's my bubble sheet.
I saw that. I just didn't know where I was getting it. I guess I'm gonna have to go back in Facebook and look at it.
Aspire Infinity Dash to Diamond page under files.
And you're in that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was trying to catch up on the news feed, and I was thinking it was probably in the news feed somewhere, but I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be really early in. I think he posted it the first day. And then he did a revised one. I mean, it's not even that great, but it's just 100 circles. And then so on the left side here, it says getting started, your first 10, and then on a roll now, kicking butt, you got this, halfway home, You make this look easy. Ever think you come this far? The sweet smell of success. So close you can taste it. How's the view from the top? So people are using it, and I think they were talking about on the opening call last night. Were you on that last night, Becky?
No, remember I was working. I
Oh,
closed
yeah.
yesterday so I could be on the call today, and then I ended up missing a call.
I didn't even know. Oh shoot, the video stopped. I didn't even know about it until yesterday that they were having that call. So
Yeah,
I'm
nobody
sorry.
did.
But they had a really good turnout. So, but I'm sorry we didn't know about that, or we would have just moved everything over to that. But there's a video. They posted the video in there. Just basically talks about the bubble sheet and kind of getting started with some of this stuff. Now, some of the people in there are using it for conversations, and what they're doing is putting the name and then like the date that you talk to them. I'm using mine for invitations, like straight up business coaching invitations. That's how I'm using it. Andrea's, I think she was going to do 2 sheets, like conversations and then invitations, like 2 sheets. Because the nice thing is I can quickly go back here. I can highlight people that said yes, or I can quickly look back and know who I need to follow up with. It's kind of like a super simple system. I mean, I've been trying to figure out systems to keep my list and follow-ups, and I've been failing horribly. So maybe this little bubble sheet thing will make me be able to quickly look over and be able to follow up when we have, the short condensed time to work. So that's kind of what I'm using it for.
And the idea of it is that there's 10 bubbles across, so there's 100 on the whole sheet, right? Because there's 10 down.
Yeah.
The idea is that like 1 out of 10 should be signing up as a coach, and so by the time you get 100 invites out, you should have 10 coaches. So it's okay to like cross their names off if they say no, type of thing.
Cross them off, or like, no, this is right now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It depends on how they're replied.
My goal is going to be to get this thing filled up this month. Of legitimate, like, forming, catching up. Hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, or, have you ever thought about doing what I do? And actually, Tommy Migrant in that video gives a few good, really easy one-liners. And so I was really hoping that was going to work because he was going to talk about that. And I think those, I asked today in the Diamond page, like, good bridge quotes, or how people are bridging from, if you're messaging with somebody and you're catching up and, oh, your kids are cute and this and that, and oh, vacation, blah, blah. Well, where do you go? How do you take it to, have they ever thought about owning their life, or ever thought about, making extra income from home, or ever thought, or do they know anybody that would be like, because there's like so many different invites, but, so he said something like, hey, just curious. Hey, I'm totally coming from left field from this one. What was another one he said? But it's in the Diamond page, or the Diamond Dash page. But that was kind of helpful for me, because I'm there in a lot of conversations. I'm like, this has been going really good. We're back and forth, and then like that's the part where the scary part where you're like, I gotta invite you somehow. Gotta do it. And I actually told Nate I'm gonna make a video of me sending an invite. Like, I have JJ video where I type it and then I run out of the room or something, because it's a little nerve-wracking still. Like, because you're doing, you're putting yourself out there. You're being a little, stepping out of your comfort zone and just seeing. But if you think about it as a gift, like, this could be something that could change somebody's entire life, their future, their family tree. If you think about it as a gift, you wouldn't like give a gift like a bomb and run away from it like I did with the invites, right? You'd be like, here's a gift. Do you receive it, or are you going to throw it back at me? So it's just a little different mindset of thinking about it. What other questions did you have? At the bubble sheets up?
I don't know. I'm off the site now. Hold on. No, I'm not going to be able to. I don't know. Give me a second. I'll see if I remember it. I had a whole bunch. I was just trying to catch up on the news feed and read everything.
Oh, everything is Diamond Dash stuff?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to finish reading the 45-second presentation. But it looks like there's a lot of that. Do you guys feel, because I know we were kind of trying to kind of steer away from the old way of inviting and doing things. Do you feel like this group, I don't know the answer to this question, but do you feel like this group is kind of going towards that or no? Because I feel like there's a little bit of confusion on the news feed about.
This group is, the leaders of this group are going towards the opportunity and the lifestyle approach. Everybody in the group might not be. They might be still leading with the product, but the point of this Diamond Dash is you're not leading to hit the diamond. You're not going to be leading with the product. You're going to be leading with the opportunity. So,
this page, I mean, we're just all in it just to get diamonds. So we're not all following the same way to get there, I guess is my question.
The leaders are. All 4 of the leaders of the page are on the same page. I don't think that necessarily means that everybody that has signed up for it is on the same page.
Right. Because they started that new system a few months ago, so they've been introducing it to the teams, and some people have taken it and some people haven't. Some people want to lead with the product and do the challenge group thing and do it that way. Some, like us, say, no, let's lead with we want to lead with the opportunity. We want to lead with the lifestyle, look for business builders, and the byproduct will be health. You're going to get healthier drinking the shake and, doing the workouts, but we're not interested in hand holding anymore. Like, I'll hold her hand, but
as you should.
As I should, but we're not looking to be doing. We were at one point this year. We were doing 2 21-day fix challenge groups each month. We would do a 21-day fix workshop once a month. We were doing. It was just like it was so much. It was so heavy that I couldn't ask you, Becky, to do that with your work schedule and to be successful. And honestly, if you're just leading with the product, you're only going to make the commission.
Excuse me.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Say you sold 10 challenge packs a month, which would be Success Club 20, which I've never hit that. You would make like $400 that month on commissions. That's not something that's going to change your life. That's not going to change. That's not going to say you're going to quit your job with an extra $400, and you're going to have to work really, really, really hard to do that. So this system is looking for coaches and a duplicatable system that says you don't have to be a fitness and nutrition expert. You don't even have to be on Facebook. Go ahead.
Well, and what they were finding too, because there was a lot of people on Team Infinity that were hitting Success Club 20 and more. But what
40.
you're finding is with those types of numbers is when you're leading with the product. So, okay, you hit Success Club 20, that means you sold 10 challenge packs. Well, after that first month is over, you're lucky if 2 are staying on Shakeology. So, like he's saying, the commission of all that work was $400, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said? And then only 1 or 2 of them are staying on Shakeology. Then, if you transfer them into a coach, if they weren't a coach from the discount to begin with, then you're going to get some volume from those 1 or 2 people. But I think it's just going to take so much longer to get the ball rolling. People do it though.
Right. You can definitely do it if you want to lead that way. It's going to be leading with the product is definitely going to be slower. It's going to be a lot smaller piece of the pie because only 8% of the population are ready to do something with their health and fitness, like buy something, and then trying to convert them to a coach and then turn them into a salesperson. Not a lot of people want to be salespeople. So this system is basically saying, hey, let's teach you and we'll share our product with you, but we're going to teach you this system that you can make some income with, and much rather help somebody with income. That's a much bigger pie of people. What could money do for them? You could work less. You could be with your kids more. You could take more vacations. Like that I'd like to see. I'd like to see you guys making $1,000 a week with this, plus, and whatever your goals are, like totally changing your life with that. I would much rather do that than say, hey, you have to run 16 challenge groups and babysit all these people and try to turn them into coaches. I just don't think that's going to be a long-term effective. I mean,
You just need
you might burn out, and that's where Tina and Joe were at. They were doing this. They've done this for 4 years. They have 1,600 coaches. They were going for the business, but they were also doing the challenge groups, and they were literally getting burned out by telling everybody what they had to do every day. You know, hey, checking in with their workouts and.
Well, and they were finding that they were capping out. They were
Right.
losing as many people as they were adding.
Right.
Because you can only lead a certain amount of people.
Right. So yeah. So that the book is going to explain that way better than we did.
Mhm.
If you have 3 hours, there's that video of Joe at Joe's house where we got introduced to this and it was explaining it all. And
The reason why that was so long too was because he was kind of in the beginning trying to deprogram a little bit
Right.
from what we've been doing, you know, which was leading with the product.
so, which is nice, is it opens up the playing field. Like people that aren't looking to take selfies and post them on Facebook can still be a successful coach. Our parents could be successful coaches if they wanted. That we've been kind of portraying what it is to be a successful coach, and that was kind of wrong. They can build a team and build a business and build an income. So
Well, it wasn't even that it was wrong. It was just narrowing it down to such a small niche.
right,
And we don't want to do that.
very true. Any other questions on the Diamond Dash? Any questions about how to get to Diamond?
Is
Or-
there going to be a? No, I know about all that, but is there going to be like a weekly call with them?
I don't know
We
yet.
haven't made it clear.
They're doing a Saturday work session at their house, at Joe and Tina's house in Medina. So maybe we'll find out more information there. I think that's something that they kind of put together pretty quickly
Yeah.
after Cancun. So Saturday it's gonna be 9 to noon at their house. It's gonna be strictly like invites. There's gonna be contests. It's gonna be like nitty gritty, get to work kind of thing.
I think I could be wrong, but I'm just kind of guessing that they're pretty much kind of like leaving us hanging because they're basically thinking the people that are going to be engaged, because Mark did mention a couple of times last night that we should be checking into the group 3 times a day, in the morning, afternoon, and night, because he did say that a couple of times. Because if you don't go on the group for 3 days, trying to get caught up is going to be really difficult because it's a big group.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people going for it. So that's what he was saying. So I'm thinking that anytime something's going to be coming up, I mean, they're going to give us a little bit of a heads up, but it's not going to be scheduled out for the next 60 days by any means.
I mean, it might, but it might get. I don't know.
No,
I think they're trying to cut out anything that's not income producing. I think they're trying to say, hey,
Mhm.
if you have an hour to be on a call, that's an hour you could probably get an invite out. So, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they're going to overdo it with the calls or anything like that, but it doesn't seem like they gave us less than 24 hours notice for the last call.
Right, the
And
opening.
then the sizzle session that they're going to have, like less than a week notice.
Right.
So, they haven't really been clear about anything like that as far
Yeah,
as
they haven't put like
scheduling
a
it out.
calendar or anything out, which would be nice.
I would
But
say it's extremely hard when you don't do this solely for your job and you have another job that you work full time. It's kind of hard to have a 4-hour notice to say, hey, we're going to have a kickoff call when my 40-hour-a-week job has been scheduled 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to miss out on a lot of opportunity if they say, hey, you have less than a week notice when every Saturday I work retail, every Saturday I have to work, every weekend I have to work. So it's just really
Right.
hard. And I feel like that's kind of not fair. And I don't know, but it is what it is.
I agree. I see how it can definitely be frustrating, but I do think that it's good that they have it set up they recorded it. So the idea is they're excited and they want people that are available to do it, and they're going to try to get everybody there. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make it sound like it's this amazing thing, which it is, because you kind of get this like synergy going when it's all of us. But at the same time, they record everything and they put everything in the files or in the groups. And so on your own time, you could catch up to it. But I know it's kind of a bummer because you feel like you're missing out. I mean, that's like us for this Saturday, right? I mean, we have, Tessa has dance, JJ has soccer, and we have a photo booth. We're not going to Joe and Tina's on Saturday from 9 till noon.
Yeah.
We may try to like zoom in for an hour and a half, but I have to leave at 10:30 to take Tessa to dance. So, you know,
Yeah. So,
trying to do the best that we can with our schedules, but yeah, that is the difference. That's a difference that the 4 leaders are going to have. Well, Joe actually works full-time, but still.
I don't think he does.
Oh, he doesn't work
I don't
full-time?
think he works full-time, but he works.
Okay. Joe is the only one that actually has another job, I guess you could say. You know, Mark, Jessica, and Tina are full-time Beachbody.
And the thing we could do is that, you know, if Saturday we see what they do on Saturday, we could get together and do something like that together with our team. I mean, we have 7 of us that are in this. So if we want to say, hey guys, you know,
And plan it a little bit more.
plan it and say, hey, when's available for you guys, and we could do the same kind of thing. Because I know they're going to be doing, you know, invite sessions and probably text, you know, setting up appointments and that kind of stuff, which is, you know, it's good to do. It's going to be fun. And their house is fun and all that kind of
I know
stuff.
Maria said that her and her group were going to be at Maria's house.
Yeah, they're going to, yeah, because they're way out in Youngstown. But and we could have done that. We could have had everybody here and then zoomed in.
Well,
So we weren't, but we
you
can't.
can't, but
So maybe we'll watch the recording or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of play it by ear. But don't get defeated. Do what you can do. Catch up with what you can do, and then and I would just work on focusing on invites. And biggest thing I would pull out of that group is different styles of invites,
Yeah.
different you know, different approaches, different and using it as motivation. You know, to see kind of where the people are at and what people are going back and forth. I love the screenshot pictures of people. Like that's the kind of stuff I would take out of it. I wouldn't be down if you miss a call or miss a session. Maybe I'll put it in there. Hey, let's get a schedule so that people that work, we could maybe try to get them there,
right.
so that they don't have to work later. Right?
Right. Like, help me set myself up for success here, guys.
Right.
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 Definitely. Nate, did you have any questions about the group or any of that kind of stuff?
No, so far it's pretty good. Trying to just keep up with all the new feeds in it and reading everything.
How are you doing with invites?
I haven't done any today, but I did probably 10 yesterday.
Okay.
So I got some people I got to respond to, and then do some more tonight.
Cool. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. Once you start talking to people, people start replying. So you have to be able to be on that, and that's kind of part of it. So I wanted to do, and you guys can have more questions or, you know, bring it up at all. I wanted to, what you're going to see in that book, Becky, is the 45-second presentation. And I've run into myself, which I'm pretty usually not shy. I'm usually pretty outgoing, but I've ran into like probably 5 situations in the last week where I'm like, I should have said something, and I didn't. And so that part is going to take practice, where it's the face-to-face. You're at a situation. I was at a bank. The teller was super nice, and I started asking her about, like, I started asking, you know, good questions, and then she gave me my money, and I'm like, bye, kind of thing, where that wasn't her dream job. That's not something she wants to do for the rest of her life. Maybe she has kids at home, whatever, whoever knows. But I didn't give her my card. I didn't do any, you know, that transition. Just like when we're, you know, talking about messages, it was that transition where I was like, well, where do I go from here? And that's, I think, something that we have to practice. And that's a big part of this business that can be face-to-face. And just when you're out and about and just meeting people and having your eyes open and a smile on your face, and people will talk to you, and you'll have conversations going on. But if you could bring them back to, you know, either giving them a business card or connecting with them somehow, their email address, but it's that bridge that I'm having a hard time with.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys, how are you guys doing much of that, or do you guys have a hard time with that as well?
Yeah, it's very easy for me to to talk up on the, oh, hey, what's going on? And then you're at that crossroads and you're there and you have to take that next step and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep small talking until one of us goes away.
Oh my gosh, that was us at March one day. We got into a huge conversation with a lady about eggs and how much eggs we eat, and they're like talking about Whole Foods and trying to get better restaurant or places in here in Parma, and I just walk away.
Yeah. I think
connection.
it's just practice, because I've talked to so many people, and like, especially when I think about moms and like different groups and stuff like that or different meetings that I've attended, I never did it, but other moms constantly were like, well, hey, I want to have a play date. Like they just made the connection, and I didn't think it was weird, and I never thought that they were trying to sell me anything or pitch me an opportunity. They were just like, hey, let's make a connection. Where I think that's going to take practice, but I think that's a little bit easier to make a connection than it is to give out the presentation right off the bat, But once you start getting better at making a connection, then you might start getting better at doing, a presentation.
So Jessica and her sister were out. She was just telling us, they were over the other night, and she was telling us about how they were out and about with her sister. I don't know if she had the kids or not. And they had the twins. And a lady approached them, and they started talking, and they realized they're both teachers. And somehow she brought up 31, because the lady sells 31 bags, and started saying about how, I don't know.
It's just basically the conversation went into, I think because they started talking about how she went back to work because she needed to get paid for the summer, right? Even though her babies are young, but she had to go back to work for 5 weeks. So it kind of sucked. She was with them 24/7, Jessica's sister, and then now she has to go back to work full time for 5 weeks so she can get paid over the summer. So basically, I think Jessica's sister was kind of talking about that. So people present problems all the time.
Right.
So she presented a problem. So the lady that was a teacher was like, oh, well, I'm a teacher too, type of thing, but I sell 31, and that's what supplements my summer income, blah, 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 blah. Lots of teachers do it, and they're really, really successful with it. So it was just, and Jessica was like, it was so natural and not like, but I mean, that's the thing, is not every opportunity is going to be so easy and natural like that, because it just so happened that they were both teachers.
But who said,
you know what I'm saying? But as you do it more, you'll be able to take any problem and kind of roll it into how we can give them a solution.
Right.
But it's going to take time
and
practice.
In a podcast I was listening to, they were saying that, if once you find a connection with somebody, like whatever it was, like that we went to Parma High School together, you and I could then talk about Parma High School and how goofy it was, and the guy that walked the halls in the middle, and people thought there was like a tunnel underneath, and if we never knew each other, we could totally like catch up to that and feel like we're like close friends because we have that same Parma connection. And once you make a connection, then you can like, hey, then you could probably go from somewhere to, hey, are you on Facebook, or love to connect with you? What's your email address? Asking for somebody for an email is pretty non-invasive, because it's not like you're going to call them. But this girl with Jessica, she actually got her email, her Facebook, her phone number, and she got home and she sent her all the stuff she said she was going to send her, and like totally did all the follow-up stuff. So I think there's definitely, like, you can do this business face-to-face, you can do this business on Facebook or social media. I think are going to choose to do it both. And I think that's something you have to think about, is how, like, if we have, 5 invites, if we want to do 100 invites in a month, we need like 4 to 5 out a day. So how do we want to do that? Do we want to approach it face-to-face, out and about, or,
combination,
or just Facebook, or a combination of both of them? So that's definitely where I would start as well, is kind of look at how I want to do this, because this is going to be work. This is definitely going to be pushing you. But if you listen to Time and Migrant, like if you push for these 60 days, this will set up the whole rest of the year for you, because there'll be 100 people you talk to, or 200 in 2 months, that people are going to be coming back to you, talking to you later in the year. And you start setting up your business. If you guys hit diamond this month, you'll start that'll not just, start building your team and start getting those team bonuses. You'll start seeing a weekly check coming every month, which is pretty nice. And 200 people that you talk to. So you'll have those people follow up with the rest of the year. So this intense 60 days would definitely change your business for sure.
Hey, James, I got a quick, really random question.
Yes.
What is how old do you have to be to become a coach?
18.
Okay.
No
Sorry,
signing.
Morgan, not yet. Oh, just kidding.
Who's that, Morgan?
Yeah, no. I was just wondering.
Yeah, 18. There's no age limit.
Okay.
So, Grandma, watch out. Nate, anything? Good.
I was gonna say, don't forget, in the process of all this inviting, we might be running into military people. So
Yes.
don't forget about the military people, and they get their coach. They get the $40 sign up for free, and then they also have their fees, their monthly coach fees, which are like 17, whatever, $18. They get that for free for like
Forever. So that's
one
huge.
per family, and it doesn't have to be the person that's in the service.
Can be the spouse.
It can be the spouse. I didn't know that. I thought it actually had to be the person that was in the service, but it can be the spouse.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, even if you're looking for a discount coach that might turn into a coach, if there's somebody that's already buying Beachbody products, hey, why not offer them at a discount, being a Beachbody, being a coach, and they literally aren't going to pay anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they'll just get 25% off, buy it off themselves, and if they ever see that they want to look for the income part of it, then they could start building their business. But that's definitely something you can use. Very good. Anything else? I know we are all excited to go fill out our bubbles.
Absolutely.
Print out our bubbles. Nate, did you get yours to print out right?
I'm gonna work on that next.
We got ours to print out.
Yeah, we got ours to print out.
Mine
I
was
just had to
better
fill them
than
out.
yours.
Yeah, we printed whatever. We screwed something up. But so I think that's it for this month. I don't think we're going to be doing a team dinner. We'd love to get together at like little sizzle sessions. If you guys want to do little like, hey, we had some time together. Let's meet at the library or something. Get a meeting room and just invite. We can totally do that. Or I'm actually tomorrow meeting up with a old friend from elementary school. I'm setting up appointments. I love to do face-to-face, like catching up with people. So I have one tomorrow. Remember Mike Porto, Nate? You remember him, Mike Porto? Yeah, I'm meeting up with him tomorrow. He was one of my best friends in elementary school. But all right, guys. Anything else? What else is exciting? Nothing. Business is exciting. All right. Well, post. We got that little message of our team. Feel free to post like, hey, does this look like a good invite? We are all here together. Like, I'm gonna post. I posted a thing that I had a conversation. Like, use the team as a tool. Use us. Use the big page. Don't think about anybody making fun of you. I'll be the first one to get made fun of my spelling and my errors and my super fast typing. So use the page as an asset to you, and don't be afraid to post in there and be active. So I think that's it. Everybody good? You guys ready to rock?
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you in the team pages and everywhere else. Anything else, Andrea?
Good. Are we doing a team call every Tuesday?
Well,
Or what?
maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe we won't.
So wait a minute. Now that I'm doing the schedule, now you're gonna cancel the Tuesday nights.
No, well,
Thanks a lot.
if it works out, we could just do this when we're catching up and helping
Yeah.
build the, with questions and invites and stuff like that, just to kind of keep. Maybe we're not going to cancel. We've been going strong for 3-4 months now. Andrea's ready to cancel. I don't know.
Up. It's May. I'm due with the baby.
We have a baby
Okay.
coming.
I was gonna say, Andrea's gonna be in labor. You guys are gonna be like, Zoom call, 5 minutes.
Yeah, Zoom call. Who wants to see a live birth? So I'm sorry. This is one other thing I want to tell you guys about. May 20th. Not just our due date, but it's also the cutoff date for walking across the stage at Summit. And I believe it's 2-star, diamond, and above that gets recognized. Did anybody see that anywhere? I have to look that up. But that's my goal. So I like to be on the stage, and I'll point out to you guys, yeah, at the Titan Stadium in Tennessee. So I didn't know it was coming up that quick. I'm like, dang, because I don't have any diamonds under me right now, a bunch of emeralds. So I'm going to be working hard to get you guys going. So three-way calls. As you're doing this system, Becky, you're kind of new to this. We're not doing the 5-step process anymore. Like, what do you like to eat? What do you like to do for workouts? How's your nutrition? We're not doing that anymore. Our new 3-step process is if they have a need that we can fill with this opportunity, we're going to get them to the website. Now we have our website, and Mark posted a team website, which just shows you the little I Own My Life videos, kind of explains and teaches about network marketing. Then actually Mark's page, once they watch about half of it, another link pops up, and then that link is going to teach them about Beachbody specifically. So that's going to be our step one. If somebody says yes, they want to learn more about what we do, then we send them to that website, have them watch those videos, and then set up a follow-up call afterwards. What they like best. If they watched everything, we can answer some questions, but then get to the next step, the next follow-up call, and then your step 3 is going to be a closing with me or Andrea or Mark. But we'll do a 3-way call, and I'll ask them what they like best about the videos, and I'll ask them, how much money they want, the 6-step close, how much they want to make the next whatever. Boom, 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 boom. I did one of these with Jim last night. I was literally dripping. My ears were sweaty because I was playing basketball, and we just finished that game. I ran out to my car, and I got on the phone. I couldn't even breathe because I'm huffing and puffing, and I did that 3-way call with them. So that's how the system is going to be used. It's going to be so your prospects are going to see that there's support. So you're going to say, well, this is my coach, and he's going to help me, and this is how I learned to do it. So they're seeing right off the bat that there's a support system, and that it's not just you. And once they sign up, they're just by themselves on their own little island. So that's kind of the process. So get them the websites, follow up with them, make sure they get to the Beachbody, the Carl Deichler one, follow up, answer any questions, get them to the next exposure, and then set up a 3-way call. Simple, super simple.
Sounds good.
In our website, it gives them the free ebook. Mark's website doesn't, but you can always send them. It's everywhere online, that PDF of the first 4 chapters. So if you have somebody that's really excited and says, wow, I really see the opportunity in this system, then you can get them that ebook. But we want to teach them about network marketing before we ever talk about Beachbody. But that's all explained in that book. So that's going to be like your speed reading tonight.
That's right. Pulling an all-nighter.
That's right. That was me last night. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and Andrea's sleeping, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to watch something on TV or YouTube or something. I'm like, nope, I'm going to go send out a few more connections. Like, I didn't do invites, but I was like going on people's walls, liking some stuff, commenting, because then they'll see my name pop up, and then hey, here's Jane. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? Hey, this is the hardest we'll ever have to work. That's kind of nice, right?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, hanging out with our friends on a Tuesday night with a light bulb.
Right.
All right, awesome. Well, I think that's it. So I'm going to actually post my goal out there, that I have a big goal, and I'm going to say, hey, who wants to help me? That's what I'm going to make that post tonight. It's a good time. And we'll see. That might be people that say, what are you talking about? I'll help you. Well, do you know anybody who wants to? So, all right, guys, good night. I'm sorry for talking your ear off. Anything else, Andrea? Nope. Back to painting and working. All right, guys, have a good night.
Good night.
See ya. Bye.